Welcome to the fourth lecture in this chapter 1, which is Python Revision Tour. In this fourth lecture, we are going to study the loop statements. Okay, the loop statements are used to repeat the codes, and they are very useful. If you know it very well, you will be able to solve many complex problems. So it is very important to understand the concepts of this loop clearly. So let me try to explain as clear as possible. In Python, we have for loop and we have while loop. These are two very common in many other programming language also. But the implementation in Python is very neat and clean. So it is very easy to understand. So the for loop in Python is designed to process an items in a sequence one by one. You have so many items, let us say. If you have so many items, you can see one by one using the for loop, okay? Or you have list of numbers, you can go through one by one using for loop. Here is an example. You have to say for roll number in 11, 13, 17, 19, 21. These are the given roll number, the list of number. I want to print out all these list of numbers, and I can say for roll number in this list of number. I can simply say print roll number and n equal to this one empty space, one space bar, and it will print 11, 13, 17, 19, 21. This is the general structure of for loop. I hope you understand. Now let's talk about the range function. The range function in Python can be used to specify the ranges of numbers or lists in the form of this range, start, stop, and step. Okay, this is the format. The start is the starting number. If it is not given, it is 0. And stop is the ending number. It will stop there without printing it. For example, if you say 1 comma 10, it will start from 1 and it will stop at 10 without printing 10. So it will become 1 to 9. Please remember, okay? And step is how many, what will be the step size, okay? Here I have given you example. Range 7 means it start from 0 to 6, and range 1 to 10 means it start from 1 and it will end at 10 without printing it, so it will become 1 to 9. But the step is 2, step size is 2, 1. If you increase by 2, it will become 3. If you increase by 2, the step size is 2, 5, like that. And range 10 comma 4 minus 1. This means it will decrease. It will start from 10 and it will stop at 5, because it is up to 4, right? It will stop at 5. So it is increased by minus 1. So it is 10, it is 9, it is 8, it is 7, 6, 5, like that. I hope you know the range function. Now the range based loop, let us see. This one is one example using the range for roll number in range 1 comma 10 colon, okay, colon. And the meaning is we are going to loop from 1 to 9 and print roll number. We are going printing roll number 1 2 3 4 up to 9. And the next example is roll number in range 1 to 10 but 2. This time we are going to increase by 2. So it is 1 3 5 7 9. And we also have roll number for roll number in range 10 comma 1 minus 2, and this time we are going to decrease by minus 2. We start from 10 and next is 8, next is 6, next is 4, next is 2. We'll stop at 2 even though it is specified up to 1. All right, now let's talk about the while loop. The while loop repeat as long as the condition is true. Here we have I equal to 1 while I is less than or equal to 10 colon. We are going to check whether I is less than or equal to 10. It will be the loop will repeat as long as the value of I is less than or equal to 10. So I'm going to print I, and I'm going to print some space here. without the next line, and then I plus equal to 1. This means it will be increased by 1. So the output will be 1, 2, 3 up to 10. This is using while loop. Now let's talk about the break statement. The break statement skip the rest of the loop and jump over to the statement following the loop. This break statement is used to stop the looping, okay, to exit from the looping. For example, I equal to 1 while I is less than 6. It is supposed to print up to 5, which is less than 6. Print I if, this is the important point, if I equal to 3. When I equal to 3, break it, stop it. Okay, if I is not equal to 3, it will increase the I and it will not stop. Therefore, when I equal to 3, it will be printed and it will stop 2. Therefore, the output will be 1, 2, 3. Alright, this is the break statement. Please remember that the break statement is used to end or used to exit the loop statement. Now let's talk about the continue statement. The continue statement skips the rest of the loop statement and cause the next iteration of the loop to take place. This means skip. Continue means skip. Please remember, continue means skip. Here we start with 0, less than 6, and we increase by 1. And if I equal to 3, continue. So the output will be 1 will be printed, 2 will be printed, and when it try to print 3, since I equal to 3, it should continue without printing it. It will continue to 4, 4 will be printed, and 5 will be printed, and 6 will be printed. Okay, even though I say less than 6 here, it is 5, but because of 5 plus 1, it will become 6. We start with 0, but it is 1, right, like that. Okay, I hope it's clear. Now we can also have the else part in the loop statement. The else clause of the loop execute when the loop terminate normally, when the loop is terminating, not when the loop is terminating because of the break statement. Okay, when the loop is terminated normally, the else part will also execute. For example, here we have I equal to 1 while I is less than 6, print I, and I will be increased. It is I is printed up to 5 because it says less than 6, and then the else part, the loop else will also be printed. Okay, the loop else is not available in many other programming languages. It is available in Python. Now lastly, let's talk about the nested loop. One loop can be put inside another loop to produce beautiful results or to solve many complex problems. Okay, here for x in range 1 to 7. Okay, 1 to 7, this is the range. For y, this for y, this is a loop. This is another for loop inside that for loop. Therefore, it is nested loop. For y in range 1, comma x, 1, comma x, and we are going to print y and with space, right? So initially x will be 1 and y will be repeat up only one time. Next time x will be 2 and y will repeat 1 to 2. Next time y will be 3 and then next time x will be 3 and y will repeat up to 3 times like that. So it will repeat up to 5 times like this. And this print slash n will print the new line. Okay, when the first loop ends, it will go to the new line. When the second loop ends, it will go to the new line because of this slash n. Slash n means new line. I hope it's clear. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask me.